Hey everybody, this video is going to be really rather short. I just wanted to let you guys know a couple of things. So first of all, as I had said previously, I'm going to do a round of conferencing this week. Essentially because Miss Banville had a very small reaction with her conferences. Only one person signed up to conference with Miss Banville. I am not going to take the time and energy to like divvy out appointments the way that Miss Banville did. With that being said, I still am going to be available for conferences. Generally speaking, I'm pretty much going to be available all day tomorrow, most of the day Friday, and then I'll have some availability on over the weekend as well, for those of you who may be getting to this a little late. And since I'm not going to go through and set up actual appointment slots, you're going to be responsible for contacting me to set up an appointment. So if you want to have a Zoom conference, a video conference, where we can actually talk face to face, you just you send me an email, send me a kick message, say, hey, I'm available, this time tomorrow, this time Friday, whatever. Is that good with you? And we'll figure out a space of time that we can do these conferences. So we're remembering again that these are short conferences. These are 5 or 6 minute long conferences. So please don't come with an entire draft expecting me to read an entire draft. I'm simply not going to have the time to do that. However, what you can come with is a portion of your paper, or your thesis or your references page, and say, I really want to look at my references and make sure that I'm doing this correctly. We can definitely do that. Your alternative is also, as always, to just email me your paper. And then if you choose to exercise that option, then when you email me your paper, you need to say, hey, I want you to look at X one thing, because it's going to work the same way. I'm going to take about 5 or 6 minutes to look at what you want me to look at specifically. Some of you have done this in the past. You know how I kind of operate. I'll look over what you want me to look over, and then I'll send you back some kind of detailed feedback about that particular issue. So again, if you want me to look at your thesis and see if your thesis looks good, if you want me to just kind of glance over your entire paper as far as formatting goes and see if your formatting looks to be correct, if you want me to look at your references page and check your, check a couple of your in-text citations, I can do all of that. Also, if you just have general questions, guys, please reach out to me. I'm more than happy to field questions, and as always, I answer pretty quickly. The only time this week that I might not answer quickly is going to be during the day, Saturday. I'm probably going to be at work. And when I'm at work, I don't have my phone on me. And aside from that, I take a walk every day that I don't bring my phone with me. It's usually about an hour. So if I don't get back to you, within a few minutes, it'll be within, a couple of hours, generally speaking. But if you have a quick question, send me a kick, send me an email. I'm more than happy to help with quick questions. I do want to remind you all that your papers are due Tuesday, I think at 5. Let me check that before I put my foot in my mouth. Yes, your papers are due, not today, Tuesday, obviously, but next Tuesday, the 28th at 5 o'clock to Blackboard. They'll be due the same way that they were due for 2.1. I think actually that I need to build the place to turn it in, but I'll do that later. So just keep that in mind. If you do want a conference with me, now is the time to do it. Obviously, because we have about a week left until classes are pretty much done. And then I will be introducing your final project, which is super, super, super easy. Please don't freak out. And you'll have quite a while to do that. I think I give you until like the 5th of May or the 10th of May, something like that. But it's super easy. It's not anything difficult. I also wanted to remind you all that you need to have 2 extra sources in addition to your annotated bib sources for this paper. So you have to have a total of 6 sources, in other words. And don't forget about the presentation aspect of this paper. If you want to know more about the presentation aspect, go back and watch the original video that I put up when I introduced this assignment. Yeah, there's that. Okay, otherwise, tomorrow, I promise tomorrow, I've been very busy. I've been working a lot. Tomorrow, I will be putting up the sample that I promised you all. It's a sample of student writings of 2201 student I had last year. Before I put it up, I'm going to switch it into the current APA because she was using the old version of APA. I'm going to switch it into current APA just so you guys can see, what that perfect APA formatting looks like. I'll make sure that I make it perfect. I'll put that up sometime tomorrow. When I put it up, I'll post a video where I kind of walk through it and tell you, here are the things that she did that are the reason why she got a great paper. I think she made a 96 on the paper, something like that. I don't have access to that rubric, but I do know that she made an A or an A minus. It was definitely above a 90. So I'll go through that. When I do that, I will also go through the rubric with you guys so that you can really see what this rubric is asking you to do. And hopefully if I get all that up early tomorrow, that'll give you guys time to, make any kind of revisions you need to make, that kind of thing. Some of you have been asking about grades that aren't put in yet. I'm getting to that. Mostly I'm caught up, I think. But so you might not be seeing grades for some of the short writings and the things like that. And a couple of you who turned in some late work that I'm going to grade, it's coming, I promise. I've just got to get it together. I did decide to take most of the week off this week because, number one, I'm exhausted, and number two, I just have to catch up with ECU stuff between you guys and all my freshmen. So yeah, that's that. If you want a conference with me, shoot me an email. Send me a kick message. We'll set up a time. Like I said, most of the day tomorrow I should be available. Most of the day Friday I should be available. I'll have some availability on Thursday if those days absolutely don't work with you. And then I'll have some availability over the weekend as well. I'll try to make myself as available as possible. And if somebody's really, really desperate, then I can even push out and have a little bit of time Monday as well. Okay? Cool. Please let me know if you have questions, concerns. Please come conference. It'll be really helpful, especially if you're someone who's freaking out about this grade. It'll be helpful for you to see, what my feedback will be. So, all right, guys, stay safe out there.